Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, today's program, it's about what is happening in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria that made all the Biafrans in Biafran territory to declare vote of no confidence to the Eastern leaders or the politicians that were supposed to be the mouth speaking of the people of the Eastern Nigeria, which is Biafrans. And for this very reason, we have seen that they have demonstrated their interest towards Nigeria in a sense that even if the whole country is being Fulanized or Islamized, they don't have a problem about that. And this being said, we will be showing you some videos. We will be playing some videos to you in order to make you to understand exactly what we're talking about. Because from these very videos that we can now be able to lay our foundations on our claims. So also, in the course of this very program, our brothers in Biafra land, our sisters in Biafra land, our mothers in Biafra land, anytime they're being said that there is going to be a sit at home, please, I beg of you to do what? To respect that very call and sit at home. Why would you do that? The reason why that you are going to do that is because things are happening right now. Our people are being killed. And when you see most of these killings these days, you are not going to see the military equipment, why they are coming. But what you'll be seeing is the corpse of our brothers, corpse of our sisters. Who are the people involved in this? Those people recruited by the Nigerian government, which of course one of them is Ibubago. You know what I'm saying now? But when you go to the north, the politicians in the north, what they do is to endorse their own. Because I don't really understand exactly what is wrong with our people. Our people are so adamant that they can't even reason. Despite the fact all their qualifications, despite the fact of their education and the rest of them. But they cannot be able to see the handwriting of the wall. The politicians and the businessmen in the north, each and every one of them are supporting the Fulanization and Islamization of the whole country. But when it comes to our own people allow themselves to be bought by these people. Our own people allow ourselves to be bought. Why they themselves are protecting their own. So I want you to see it this way, that you are helping them to kill your own brothers. You are helping them to kill your own sisters. That is a video I am going to play. I want you to pay attention to this very video. This man here is the vice president elect. Vice president elect of Nigerian state. Seeing on a live video, this very video I'm talking about, a lot of you have seen it. It is not hard to be found. If you go to YouTube and type it, you are going to see it there. A video seen while taking photos with Fulani, banditry, Boko Haram, etc., etc. Look at him here. This is a vice president of a nation that was supposed to be one Nigeria. Seeing, taking photos, discussions, live video with the Islamic State, radical Muslim jihadists. I want our people to reason. I want our people to reason and see what they are doing to themselves. But this is the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi and every other agitators around the world are talking about. This is an issue. So we must support our own. We must support our own. Very, very important. We must support our own. And what is that we are going to support? We are going to support the restoration of Biafra. You understand what I'm saying now? We are going to support the restoration of Biafra. Very important. Very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, I want to show you a video of a senator, Senator Aliyu from Sokoto, recruiting decent Boko Haram jihadi recruited into Nigerian military and Nigerian police. A senator from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is not the AIG, he is not the IG of police, you know, the assistant, he is nothing. As a civilian politician, recruiting. I want you to listen to this video. Because the reason why I am saying this is because there is a seat at home coming up. You are going to listen to that in Biafra land. Please, do not allow yourself to be killed. Do not allow yourself to be killed by the Nigerian agents. Please. Very, very important. Do not allow yourself to be killed. Thank you very much, Ambrose. Here, Jerica. Good evening. Because the way things are going right now, you need to understand that the moment that we are on the last line of the battle. Because if we don't put our hands together right now, the Muslim ticket, which they have now inaugurated, I mean, they're about to inaugurate, but the elect president of Nigeria is Muslim. That is one-way ticket to Fulanization and Islamization. One-way ticket to Fulanization and Islamization. Now, you don't believe in that Sharia law. If you believe in Sharia law, continue doing what you're doing. That they will now cut off your head. They will cut off your hand. People that do not believe in true democracy. In United States of America, before a visa will be given to you, you have to uphold the Constitution. You must uphold to the Constitution of the United States of America. That you believe all men have equal right before the law of a man and a God. That you believe in true democracy. Freedom of speech. Do you have freedom of speech? Do you want to belong in a country where there is no freedom of speech? Is that where you want to belong? Because this is exactly what Sharia law is going to give to you. This is what it's going to give to you. It's going to give you in a situation that you cannot have a freedom of speech. If you make a freedom, they will cut off your head. Is that the place I want to belong to? That is a question. That is a question. That is a question. My name is still Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke, bona fide active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS dungeon right now as we speak, suffering because of you and I. That most of you today are talking about one Nigeria, it is because of the effort IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. Do you understand what I'm saying now? It is because of that. But what you should understand is this, that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, this very struggle, this very freedom that we're fighting, we have already sworn that we are going to get Biafra this year, 2023. That is the reason why the indigenous people of Biafra leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in the DSS dungeon. UN don't want to say anything about it. Britain, United Nations, they don't want to say anything about it. You know what I'm saying now? But point here is this. This country that I just mentioned right now, they believe in democracy. Before you gain a visa in United States of America, you have to swear an allegiance to the Constitution. And part of the Constitution is what you are going to find in Nation rule of law. So it doesn't matter if you are a Muslim, it doesn't matter if you are a Christian, It doesn't matter what you believe. That is why you see people can be able, but in Nigeria, they want to Islamize everybody. They are not interested in true democracy. So if you want to belong in that perspective, go on. But as we, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will stand that Islamic State will not take place in Biafra land. So therefore, all the leaders representing the Easterners, Biafrans are giving them a vote of no confidence. Biafrans are giving them a vote of no confidence. On that 29th, on that very 29th of their swearing in this May 2023, no government officials, sectors in Biafra land will be functioning. They have lost their judiciary because we cannot allow Muslims to take over Biafra land, and with a justification that the Muslim president-elect, it is going to give one way to that effect. And therefore, all the political leaders, from councillor, local government chairman, to whatever they have, governor, senator, and whatever, in the territory of Biafra land, you don't have any jurisdiction anymore because we are not going to be part of that very Islamic state. And let us also not remind you that we now have Biafran Republic government in exile. With this establishment, makes it official to the world that we have nothing to do with Nigeria. And as indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB is a nationalist organization in Nigeria and global at large, aim to restore the Republic of Biafra in our own time. A country which has already been existed for over 5,000 years before the British came to Africa for their raw material trade and later became human slave trade. Then after the Biafran and Nigerian Civil War in 1967 to 1970, of which they say no victory, no vanquish, meaning that there is going to be a true democracy, which of course, the constitution that we are operating is the same with the United States of America, Canada, India, Britain. But because that they believe that Islam, Fulanese owns Nigeria. So that issue of no victory, no vanquish makes them to use that opportunity to suppress the Biafrans. That what is being given to you or given to the people that are privileged to have something in the bank. It doesn't matter if you have millions of pounds, only 20 pounds will be given to you. Only 20 pounds and will be able to survive. So now, fast tracking to this present day of Nigeria, Nigeria is fast tracking to Fulanization and Islamization, which is going to take place on the 29th of this very month, May 2023. And so also, Nigeria stopped to exist in Biafra land from that very day. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Nigeria stopped to exist. Because let's assume that P2B won. P2B cannot stop the agitation of Biafra. Let us assume, which is impossible, because these are the things that Mazi Nnamdi has been saying for a very long time. P2B cannot. So the IPOB movement will still be operating. But with this justification of Muslim tickets, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. Because with the coming of the Biafra, the Berlin Conference of 1884, 1883, 1884, 1885, that led to the scramble of Africa, will be reversed automatically. Same thing, the Fulanis want to take over Africa. The Biafra want to take over Africa. Fulani want to take over Africa. Islam want to take over Africa. Biafra want to bring a true democracy in Africa. So I want our people to begin to understand this very issue. You know what I'm saying now? So anything that had to do with Nigeria, starting from the 29th of this very month, is no-go area. It's no-go area. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It can never work and will never work. It's not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. So I want you to pay very good attention to one of the Senate in the Sokoto, Aliu. Watch.
Yeah? No, sir. 100. Yes, sir. What about what? Yes. But how many are here? 80 or 70 or 100? 80.
What you are seeing here is the faces of Fulani terrorist group being recruited into Nigerian state, into Nigerian police army and police and army in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying now? These are the people being recruited. And the person that recruited him or recruited them is one of the Senate. Let me fast forward it because they are just counting themselves.
38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 45, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 60, 50, 61, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 50, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 103, 104, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 13, 114, 115, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139.
What you are seeing here are the commanders. So what you are seeing there are the people, the commanders are going to be commanding all the sectors, all the divisional police in the whole of the Zoo Nigeria. You are not going to see these ones. They are the people that will be commanding. So we are not going to be part of this. Look at their faces. All their Fulanis. Terrorists.
163. 164. 165. 167. 167.
Last to the number 168, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Leader.
Now I want you to pay very good attention. Say all your commanders are here. I want you to pay very good attention. But another thing I want you to pay attention is the face of that Senate in the northern Nigeria, which is Sokoto. And you also see, I want you to pay attention to the other man that has a white beard. I am going to show you where they are doing campaign during the 2023 election. So pay attention.
Someone.
Last to the number 168, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. You're not the commander, yes. You're only a leader of the team here. I welcome you formally. I thank Almighty Allah for giving me the opportunity to serve our nation in a very special way. Your recruitment has been as a result of the security challenges facing the nation, which we believe you come from a variety of communities who know how best to report instances of movement of people in your domains. That's why you are recruited in your domain, and you are going to stay there and work there in your diverse communities as much as possible. So you must be sincere to you and the God Almighty Allah and the communities you are serving. We believe that you have to contribute when it comes to sharing the little you can get in your communities about the improvement and the people who aid in abetting this security in your various communities in the state and beyond. Please, for God's sake, at all times try to be honest and share to yourself. Don't get compromised. For God's sake. So that justify the appointment that is being made to you in your thousands across the country. I wish you all the best, also Allah's guidance. Thank you and God bless you.
I hope you can see as they're clapping for him. This is the senator of Sokoto, Senator Aliyu. I made a exposition about him, and then you see the other man also. Don't worry. Let's continue watching it. Let's continue watching it.
Sakona shine muna duka kan mu Allah guda da dare an kuce ko na aiki na tsaron kasa da mu yada.
You see the reason why there is a program. There is a voice note that I just dropped in one of a group that I'm a member. I'm advocating that we should all go back to our dialect. Each and every one of us to go back to our dialect. How are we going to do that? There is a group. There is a group in this very description of this very program. Biafrans to join, identify yourself with your dialect so that we can be able to go back to our dialect. I'm going to come back because the reason why I'm remembering this is because of he is now using their dialect to speak to them exactly what they want them to do. For the fact is that he's not the man is not he's just a civilian, has no right. But now he is not addressing them with their own language, with Hausa language. Exactly what they want. So that is the reason why I say we need to go back to our own language. Because if you remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in one of his programs, he said that after Biafra is being restored, and then 10 years after, if there are no ethnic group For example, Niger Delta. If they don't want to separate, to have their own independent after 10 years, then we are going to create a lingua. That lingua, every language that make up the Afroland will provide one people and then put them in a place, one place for them to produce a language for us. So I'm advocating click so that you can be able to join. Now, let's continue listening to this where he was addressing them. But what I want you, I'm not here to explore the thing that you say because I've already done the program for that. So I don't want to wait much of our time because very soon we are going to end this very program. But what I want you to see here is that he is a senator. He's a senator, right? Good. He's a senator recruiting terrorists into Nigerian police, into Nigerian army. And then I'm also going to show you a video right now where when one of the bandits are surrendering, the man behind him is this Senator Aliu. Watch the video. This man behind him here with a red cap is this senator. I am not here to translate what he's saying, but I just want to make sure that I just give you the perspective of exactly what I'm talking about. Share the like button if you're on the YouTube. Share accordingly, give a like, and make sure that people get this very message. Because the reason why is this: there is an announcement of sit at home by Prime Minister of Biafran Republic of Government in Exile, Mazi Odinkemma. That is one of the things that I'm talking about, that we need to respect everything. That doesn't matter any way they come from, so long as it has something to do with our freedom. Now, look at this. This is one of the people that have been recruited into this police that I just showed you. Now, I'm going to show you another video right now where the other man, a man with the white beard, you understand what I'm saying now, together with this man. Let me show you. Good. This man with a white beard and black cap, he is a man. This one too behind him is a man. You understand what I'm saying now? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. And they represent all these our bishops and pastors that were supposed to be speaking. You know, we need to let us start from this very group to identify ourselves by our dialect, so that we can go back to our dialect and begin to propagate this very gospel. Now, I'm going to show you a video where this man, the imam, is praying in the name of Islam, that on this their last race to get their mandate, what Allah gave to them, which is Nigeria, that let it be so. Watch the video again.
gwamnan jihar Sokoto Alhaji Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto, Allah ka tabbatar shi a matsayin zababben gwamnan jihar Sokoto.
I hope you heard where he said Alhaji Sokoto. Alhaji Sokoto. That's an Alhaji. Both of them are recruiting commanders of Fulanis into Nigerian police and army. Listen to that again.
a cikin wannan tafiya, Allah ka yi mana kariya daga sharrin su, ka sa.
So, this very imam was one of the people recruiting terrorists into Nigerian police. You know what I'm saying now? Now, I'm also going to show you other videos. I'm also going to show you other videos so that you can be able to understand exactly what we are talking about. Now, this next video I'm going to show you right now, it's about some of our brothers that are rejoicing, that Fulanis are using some of our own brothers to kill our own people. There are people who are rejoicing. You understand what I'm saying now? There are people who are rejoicing that our own people are being killed. I want you to watch this very video to see that what you are doing, if you are mocking that a fellow gallant man was gunned down by a fellow brother that was bought by a Nigerian government agent through the Eastern leaders of Nigeria, which of course we are now giving a vote of no confidence, starting from that 29th. If you are participating in this very act, you must be very, very ashamed of yourself. Helping your own enemy to kill your own brother, collecting money, you must be very, very ashamed of yourself. Discretion is advised. Hold on. Let me play in this one.
wannan hali da wannan kasa take cikin zaman lafiya da kwanciyar hankali Allah ka yi mana magani Allah ka zama shi ina kowace iri ka kare mu da wajawo makanan mu ko wani ko su jawo ta shahe mu don rahama alqur'ani kai Allah اللهم احسن عاقبتنا في الامور كلها واجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الاخره سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Now, let me show you.
Yeah. What?
They are attacking me. They are attacking me. They are attacking this very program. They are attacking this very program. But I believe that you've gotten the point.
One AK. Rocket launcher. One.
These are the people that are working with Nigerian government. These are the people that are working in order to eliminate their own brothers because of money. Collecting money from the Fulanis that are recruiting their own in order to take over Nigeria. I don't know if you know what I'm saying now. In order to take over Nigeria. So if you are part of the people collecting money in order to sell your own brother, you must be very, very ashamed of yourself. So they are giving them report on a live video.
Help me. Two. Uno ya fair now. So who say me no dey? Onye kaka na odumodi city Hana They said they will kill me, but they cannot kill me. Rather kill them.
If we have time, I am going to play a voice note. I am going to play a voice note of this very brother before he was killed. The people that killed him. It is those of our brother in Lagos who connive with the politicians in order to kill their own brother. If time is on our side, I'm going to play the voice. But I just want to show you some of the things that we are supporting as a people. You know what I'm saying now? I just want to show you the kind of things that we are supporting, which is evil. And for this very reason, before we continue, I want you to pay attention to this very announcement. When we say that anything that had to do with Muslim in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, count us out. Count us out. We are not interested. We are not interested. Listen to this.
So we have a very special announcement this evening from the office of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, request to exit Nigeria this year as we have intensified our diplomatic war in international level and have intensified our very strong reasons and genuinely fighting for a genuine cause. I want everybody to listen to the following and put this date and save it in your calendar. In order to continue to speak in a very strong language to the Nigerian state, this evening we are informing Biafra people that the swearing in of the new elected Muslim president, Islamic State president, will not be allowed in Biafra land. There is not going to be any activity of any government, both the state, local government, or whatever you call it. So long as you find yourself in Biafra land, there will be no activity of any government, any governor in any state within the Biafra territory. So for that reason, on the 29th of May 2023, there will be lockdown, total lockdown in Biafra territory. Before then, from the 28th, which is on Sunday, there is going to be coffee. Coffee will be from the 6 p.m. to 30th of May, 12 a.m. So we are going to start the lockdown of Biafra land from 6 p.m. on Sunday, the 28th. There will be no movement of anything anywhere within the Biafra territory, it is a way to register our rejection and make sure that whoever that is being sworn in Abuja on the 29th May have no jurisdiction, have no right, will not be validated, will not be accepted in Biafra territory. So from the 28th of May, from 6 p.m. in the evening on Sunday, the curfew will start. The curfew will start for that one night. The curfew will start from 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. and then the sit at home start from the morning till the 30th day of May, the 30th day of May 2023. So we are going to have sit at home on the 29th to reject the Nigeria and the swearing in, whatever ceremony they are doing. We're going to sit at home on the 29th and on the 30th of May to also remember the fallen heroes of Biafra. The 30th of May, sit at home for 2 days. 29th and 30th of May 2023. I want this particular information to go around the Biafra land that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is informing the Biafra people that we have taken the fight for the liberation of Biafra to the highest level. We are now in diplomatic tussle in international community to make sure that we call the attention of those who have something to do with making sure that either the referendum is conducted for the Biafra people or we go out to try for the declaration of Biafra. And every decision we make today and every step we take today will be recorded and attention will be paid to it. So I want to inform the Biafra people today that on the 29th, the 30th of May, these 2 days will be a complete lockdown. Starting from the 28th, from 6 p.m., there will be a curfew in all major roads, in all federal roads leading to Imo State, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. All these places and all the major roads will be locked down. And this is the information coming from the desk of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile.
You heard that? Because we have gone to a stage that, as Ambrose Ijejirika said, we need to start taking drastic measure actions to repel this gingerweed. That is why I invite you to this very group. The description is there. Identify yourself with your dialect. Let us start from there. You know what I'm saying now? Let us start from there. Let us start from there so that we have groups by groups that are going to be speaking about Biafra on their own dialect. Ito ambu onye Igbo. Na-eme program, na-eme n'Igbo. Na-enye nkọwa, na-akọwa ya n'Igbo. Na-asụ asụsụ, na-asụ ya n'Igbo. Ihe ọbụla na-ekwu, na-ekwunye n'Igbo. Because of gịnị ihe anwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwuru. I want to tell you now, I am also going to show you another video. A video of a Muslim man discovered the plans Islam have and then decline. This is exactly what is happening in Nigeria right now. So we must support all these things that we are talking about. I want you to pay attention.
How can you follow this 54-year-old person? who married a 9-year-old minor playing with dolls, and it's in all the authentic sources. Don't let them lie to you because they're embarrassed and they try to explain it away. You're going to follow a man who was 54 years old, who took a 9-year-old and slept with her and left her as an orphan at 18. And this is your example over against Jesus? You're kidding me, right? Are you okay with jihadis coming to your area, attacking your area, taking you captive if you're an unbeliever, taking your mother captive and your sister captive and having sex with them, even with your father alive, and then selling them off?
Yeah, probably not.
But that's what your Muhammad did. It's in chapter 4, verse 24 of the Quran, and it's in the Sahih narrations. Can you read from chapter 4, verse 24?
And all married women are forbidden unto you, save those captives whom your right hand possess. It is a decree of Allah for you. Lawful unto you are all beyond those mentioned, so that you seek them with your wealth and honest wedlock, not debauchery. And those of whom you seek content, give unto them their portions as a duty, and there is no sin for you in what you do by mutual agreement after the duty. Lo, Allah is ever knower of the wise.
Now, the first part says, you are forbidden from having sex with married women, except those captives that your right hand possess. Now, he's going to give you the sound hadith. It's a Sahih narration.
All right, so it says, the Sunan Abu Dawud, this is Sahih. Abu Sa'id al-Kurdi said the apostle of Allah sent a military expedition to Al-Tas on the occasion of the battle of Hunain. They met their enemy and fought with them. They defeated them and took them captives. Some of the companions of apostle of Allah were reluctant to have relations with the female captives because of their pagan husbands. So Allah the Exalted sent down the Quranic verse, and all married women are forbidden unto you, except those captives whom your right hand possesses. This is to say that they are lawful for them when they complete their waiting period.
According to your authentic Sunni sources that are Sahih, show him the grading, so if he thinks we're lying. Sahih, this verse was sent down to justify jihadis taking married women who were taken captive, whose husbands are alive, having sex with them and sell them off. And this command has never been abrogated. This is why today, where you have ISIL, or you have Boko Haram, or you have Al-Qaeda, wherever the Muslims are in Afghanistan, they attack a place, they'll take your women and they will them, even married, and sell them off, because this passage has not been abrogated. That's what you want?
I mean, I'm told that jihad is only in like self-defense stuff, right?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. So, okay, let's go with your logic. Show me any historical evidence that the people in Egypt, in Syria, in Lebanon, in Spain attacked the Muslims to cause the Muslims to go and attack them in self-defense. These.
Now, we don't go to listen to all that. But the point here is this. Would you prefer to be in a country where you wouldn't have a freedom of speech or a freedom of worship? That is why I made a reference about the United States of America visa or document. Before it is given, you have to swear an oath of allegiance to the Constitution of the United States of America. That allows freedom of speech, freedom of worship, and all that. Now, let us continue. Let us continue.
Nnamdi Kanu is expressing displeasure. I do not.
This very video that I'm about to show you right now is also an evidence that Nigeria has made a lot of people, or the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made a lot of people to understand the predicament that we are right now in damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Listen to this video, because we are running out very soon.
Nnamdi Kanu is expressing displeasure. I do not think that it is on the contrary, because he's human, and as a human, there are certain things that sometimes gets at you and you look back and ask yourself, why am I in this situation? What are these issues that I need to deal with, and why have I not dealt with it? But again, like his lawyer said, if you've looked at all that and is not within your power to change the situation, you either become recalcitrant, rebellious, do something stupid to get the attention of everyone, or you just develop the right attitude to deal with the situation at that point. I usually tell people that if expressing yourself about a situation is going to exactly how you feel emotionally about a certain situation is going to create the wrong impression, if you can, don't walk away. If you cannot walk away and you have to force yourself to stay in that situation, like in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, because there's a way he will react, it will be taken out of context, of course. We're talking about the leader of IPOB here. So the good thing is that, like a lawyer Jumako said, in as much as he is not happy and all of that, but it's what it is. It's been shifted to 14th of September, and that's going to be there until further notice. So the thing about Nnamdi Kanu's case again is no one really understands the reason why the government is going about this. The to and fro, the rigmarole, the shenanigans playing out. What exactly is the situation? The man is even asking you to send him to Kuje prison. He just wants to leave DSS facility. Why don't you take him to a place at least that is easier for him to know, okay, I'm in prison? Why don't you just give a verdict, do something? Oh, so let's know, okay, you have freed Nnamdi Kanu following the in support of the appeal court ruling in October, or you have imprisoned him 100 years, 1 million, whatever you need to do. But can there just be an end to this? I'm honestly worried because this is looking like it's become a conscious act of provocation. What will his people do? Are his followers being forced subconsciously by the government of Nigeria to go into violence? Are you trying to frustrate them to the point where it becomes clear that they have no choice but to fight the system any which way? It's to now say, okay, I told you they were terrorists. That was how we prescribe them. What exactly is the situation? Why can't there just be an end to this charade, this legal process that's taken like forever? What's going on? Why is it dragging? Is it the absence of justices of the Supreme Court? Is it the absence of lawyers? Is it the absence of, are they so busy right now with, I don't even know what, because the election tribunal is still at the appeal level. I mean, for the presidential election. So I don't even know what the situation may be that is causing all of this drama that is unfolding. So what is going on? Why can't there just be an end? Let's okay, oh, we have reached a deal with him, maybe a political solution like this or something. But we cannot continue every day. There is Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, the story was taken off from later on in the show. This same issue has to do with his health.
For your information, lady and gentlemen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never ever accept anything political solution. Is either Biafra or Biafra. And that is why that we are doing what we're doing. So these very dates that have been mentioned must be kept as it is. And please make sure that you go home on that very days. Do not allow yourself to be killed by these agents of the Nigerian government and their police terrorists in uniforms. Don't allow them to kill you. But I just want to make this very point clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never accept political solution. Let's continue to listen to her. You just pick whatever that you want from what she's saying and throw the other ones away, please.
Right now, a doctor says he needs surgery. We're talking about El Zakzaki and his wife and several other issues just lying there. The question is, if you feel that you cannot control what these people would do in terms of where if you release them, they're going to go back to their old ways, why don't you give it a shot? Have some form of agreement undertaken with them, and not even like, okay, if that, why don't you drop a roadmap to say this is not going to happen, this is not going to happen, and if this happens, this will happen. What is the essence of keeping him in detention? I honestly don't know. Or could it be that the government thinks that by keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention is going to water down or like slow his followers down and all of that? But guess what? Everyday people are harmed. Over the weekend in Onitsha, we saw what happened in Onitsha. An innocent security man was stray bullets hit him. As vehicles were burned. You're creating more room for vulnerability in the southeast because aside the Monday sit at home that has caused so much with the government hasn't even dealt with, by the way, if we bring that back to the issue of the issues of unknown gunmen and other rhetorics, whatever name they call themselves, that is playing out in the southeast right now. The silence of the government of Nigeria, that of what Simon Ekpa is doing with those who he controls in the name of the IPOB faction, by the way, or Biafra faction. I wouldn't know now. Look at that of BIM, Biafra Independent Movement, and Mosob of Wazurike in Owerri, Imo State, and the issues arising from that across board. These are little foxes that are growing into major arrows that are causing all kinds of issues. And then tomorrow, when there are breakouts, and of course, don't forget the part of conflict entrepreneurs that can hatch on this and begin to turn it into what it's not supposed to be in the first place. So I don't know if it's possible for, I don't even know what can be done, but can there be an end to this Nnamdi Kanu issues? Like, can there be an end? This is May. We're pushing this to September. What exactly is your plan? What exactly is the idea behind all of this? Why? Does it mean that the fate of the people of Southeast, what people are going through in South, it does not mean anything to the judiciary or the Nigerian government? I don't know, but there are a lot of, beyond Nnamdi Kanu's expression of sadness and displeasure over the pushing this is beyond Nnamdi Kanu. There are a majority of individuals, business owners, people who live in the Southeast who are affected by all of this. I know the representation of Nigeria may not mean anything to the government, but there are a lot of people who are affected by what is going on with Nnamdi Kanu. Can you do the needful? Are you going to imprison him? Then let this court process come to an end, do that. If not, if you're going to release him, let him released. People are asking to see, they've even threatened you. I think that's a Biafra, something BNL, something the Biafra League, who are saying that they're going to shut down the marine economy of between Nigeria and Cameroon, I think. I think that was sometime last week, talking about how they're going to, that if Nnamdi Kanu is not released before May 29th, or how they have the arsenal within them to do whatever they want to do. Or you could say, okay, the Nigerian military can go there. Are we talking about the military that just said last week too that they don't have the capacity to quell the insecurity issues in Nigeria, that are calling for international help to take care of issues of insecurity within Nigeria? Local insecurity is not even external. Is that the Nigerian army that you're saying, okay, that will not have to tear themselves into a million places? They are fighting the BNL around the Cameroon, Nigeria, Cameroon maritime waters, and then they are in the southeast. If there is an uprising with the way the Nigerian government is going about all of this Nnamdi Kanu right now, do we have the capacity to quell the situation? That's the big question here. How many people are you going to kill? I don't know, but there are a lot of issues around little issues that makes one uncomfortable when you look at where Nigeria is at today. Do we have the capacity to manage these situations? Or why is the government keeping quiet? Why can't there just be an alternative way, a different approach to dealing with this Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB issue? Why? Because I don't understand why you think that silence and continued detention of this man is going to stop anything. I honestly call on everyone to use every opportunity to begin to call the attention of government on some of these things, because they are in Aso Rock, they are in high and mighty places. They are not the ones that are affected by the consequences of their actions. It is those of us who are here, who go to the market and may be exposed to stray bullets, whose goods may be destroyed in the process of all of this, whose economy is being affected without government being held responsible in any way. Something has got to be done, and I hope that Igbo leaders will stop playing politics, playing to the gallery, and actually begin to do the needful. Nnamdi Kanu's expression.
Now let's continue. Let us continue. Let us continue. And please make sure you share this very program. Ochiabuto Endless Biafra on Facebook. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke on Facebook. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke 1 on YouTube. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke 2 on YouTube. Ochiabuto Endless on YouTube. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke on Twitter and Twitch. There is a new app called Twitch. You can also go there and download it, because we need to preach this very gospel, expose Nigerian government of what they are, and then get our freedom. Get our freedom. So please, my brothers and sisters, we need to understand very, very well that this freedom that we are fighting, it is not for the benefit of all myself or every other agitators out there, but also for your own freedom. So if these dates have been mentioned, keep these very dates as it is. Please do not allow yourself to be killed by the agent of Nigerian government. Very, very important that we pay attention to all these things. All these things. Now, the video I'm going to show you right now is the Nigerian Vice President-elect. He visited bandits. Nigerian Vice President-elect. And you know, it is Muslim ticket. Now, watch this very video and see it. What is just asking right now, which part of Fulani is he from? Is he Mali? He's asking him, which part of Fulani are you from? Listen to that again. Fulani inane keke. Fulani inane kei. Fulani Mali. I hope you can see also behind, you see a Nigerian police uniform. He's asking him, what part of Fulani does he come from? You see that? This is the vice president-elect. Vice president-elect. Vice president-elect. Thank you very much, Emerish Chukwuemeka. Please, let us share this very program. And like I said, there is a group link on this very program. Join, identify yourself with your dialect. Let us go back to our dialect. Makogatomoto Nanjili Boneme program. Ogatomoto no nye fig wuli e fig weneme program. Ejo and different dialects. Can we can cheer back to our dialect? Weneme high name. Then, if there is need to make an official statement or to support an official statement, it can be made in English. But the discussion and analysis in the social media will be done in our dialect. Will be done in our dialect. I still remember Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilin Nwachineke. I say, good evening.
Agba dreadful ọkụ ma ọ bụrụ na Tinubu achịghị Nigeria. Even ha si ekwe ha si na ọrọgba ahụ ha nwekwa ike ịgba ya ọkụ tutu May 29. Onye Igbo gee ntị n'ozi m na-achị gbasa ugbu a. Ndewo. Ndị Igbo ekele m ụnụ. Ọ ga-amasị m iwere olu Igbo wee gwa unu okwu. Unu lee anyị ga-ahụ na esi m n'ụra wee teta. Ekwentị ka ji wee kpọte m. Ana m aza ekwentị mgbe m na-ehi ụra, mana mgbe m hụrụ onye na-akpọ m, ọ maliri m. Biko n'ihi na enwere ebe m si enwetakarị mgbama gbasara ya ntụmatụ ihe ọjọọ a na-eme ndị Igbo. Kamgbe m bidoro ihe a na-akpọ Igbo ruo ụlọ, ikwu eziokwu, ntị m mechiela, anyị na-anụ ọtụtụ ihe. Ndị nọ na grupu ahụ WhatsApp anyị ga-ahụkwa ihe ndị anyị na-ekwu. Anyị nọ na meeting mgbe niile ka anyị na-eme. Nke m ji bịa ugbu a ọ dị oke mkpa. Ihe m ji bịa na dị oke mkpa, very very important. Onye Igbo ọbụla ji akpọrọ ihe tụsara m ihe onyonyo a ka ọ gaa viral, ka ndị Igbo gee ntị wee nụrụ. Asị anaghị agwakwa ndị chi ntị na agha esule. Ụkpala ọbụla okpoko gburu ọkwa ntị chiri ya. Mgbe ụfọdụ mgbe nkịta na-anwụ ọ daa n'usi nsị. Ndị Igbo akpago nkata imegide anyị. Otu aka nsi wee mụọ ọkwa gbasara ọnụ ndị nche ga-echekwa ahịa unu na Lagos. Mkpu akwụrụ ebe na vidio ahụ mere si biko unu akpọkwala ya ka hapụ na-emekwụlata ọ ga-adị ka ọ dịkwuru na-eme anọda ESN. Ekwuru m na vidio onye eze emewe broadcast si na a ga-akpọta ndị ESN na Lagos bịa chekwa ha. Ugbu a ha kpọrọ ya kpọchie ya. Ndị ọhanaeze ndị Igbo etinyebe ọnụ n'okwu a, ha ababe mba kama ihe ka ha mkpawo sine president. Ọhịa ebe obi ihe ọhịa ji ha chọrọ maka ha bụrụgoro ukwu ụbọchị ọzọ. So m na-asị site n'ugbu a ruo na May 29 echi dị ụbọchị dịkwa ime o. Ihe dị oke egwu dị. Ndị a kpara nkata na ọ bụrụ na emegide ihe asị na court maọbụ gịnị ọzọ mere ma ọ nwụrụ anwụ, ihe ọbụla mere Tinubu na ndị Igbo niile nọ na Lagos ga-ahụ ma akụnụba ha ga-ahụ. Imekwu ụfọdụ n'ime ụlọ sị nothing mega, anyị ga-enye ha obodo Igbo ga-egbuli ndị Igbo. Hapụkwa na Yoruba ga-eduru ọkwa mberede nyere dike. Ezigbo ama m na mberede ka ejikwa na Amadike, mana cheta na mberede bikozo nye Adike first before ya marazi Dike. Onye na-ama ejighị onwe ya aka kpaa nkata ya ndị amaala ga-eburukwa igwe ya. Ke ihe unu ga-eme n'ọnọdụ a? Kpọlata ụmụ gị ala Igbo ma ọ bụrụ na ị nọ na Lagos. Bulata ụgbọala gị, nwe ụgbọala abụọ na atọ, bulatacha ha niile jide na n'ofu na Lagos. Ọ bụrụ na ọ ga-adịrị gị mfe irewe ụlọ gị ewu n'inwe na ụlọ abụọ na atọ, rewe ha nwayọọ nwayọọ, tinye ha for sale, dewe ha ka yere ya. Ndị a si onwe ndị kpara aha ka ha kwụsị na enwe ndị na-emegide, but e kwuru na ọ bụrụ na emegide ihe Tinubu abaha n'oche ahụ na ndị Igbo ga-ahụ. But problem akwụkwọ na ha ọgwụkwọ na ọ baa ndị Igbo ga-ahụkwa, because ọnwụ nọ bịara ga vootu onye ọzọ, vootu nwanne unu na Lagos, ọ baa ndị Igbo ga-ahụshi anya na Lagos. Ha ekwuru ya ọgwa na ọba ha aba ka ahụ si the worst. Onye Igbo ọbụla nọ Lagos kwara ihe gị na-alọta small small. I nwere ike naanị ga anọrọ chere ụbọchị ahụ ọ bụrụ gị chọọ wee gbafuo, ọwụ na ị chọrọ ihe ya ka o mee. Mana biko kpọlata ụmụ gị, kpọlatara anyị ụmụaka ndị Igbo Chineke nyere anyị, kpọlata nwunye gị ha ka ha nọrọgodo n'ụlọ. Biko eji m Chineke na-arịọ gị. Ụfọdụ sị ọgbaghara dị, nsogbu adịghị, insekuriti. Otu a ka o chikwa dịrị n'ebe ahụ ị nọ, insekuriti dị Naijiria na-enwe insekuriti, bara gawa n'ụlọ ga nọrọ. Ọ ga-aka mma na ndị onye Igbo nwanne gị gburu gị, ọbara gị abụkie ka a gbafuru n'ihu onye Igbo. Ọ kakwa mma otu ahụ na nwanne gị na-emegide gị, gị mara na nwanne gị ga-achụ gị, gị echu ụzọkwa chụwakwa ya nke ya. Maka aha bụ okwu ụbọchị ọzọ. Biko ana m arịọ gị, bulatawa na ihe n'ụlọ. Ihe ọzọ nke abụọ m na-achọ ikwu na ihe gbasara agụgụ ọnụ, census. Enwere onye nke dere, onye Yoruba, the reason why ndị Igbo nwere ike ikwesị ịnọ ka agụọ ha ọnụ. Unu ekwekwele ka agụụ n'ọnụ n'obodo ndị ọzọ. Nke a gbasaziri ndị obodo, onye Igbo ọbụla nọ n'obodo ọbụla, ebe ọbụla ị nọ na Nigeria, ekwekwele ka agụọ ọgụ ọnụ na iwe onye obodo ahụ. Ịhụ na ewepụtara ha new policy, onwe ihe dịka religious and ethnicity question in census, na onwe ihe gbasara ịjụ gị okpukpechi gị na ebe isi na census, eti ha question dị otu a na census. Ịhụ na ha ga-etinye dị ya ma oru mgbe a ga-ewe n'ọrụ amị, ha jụọ gị religion gị, jụọ gị ebe isi. Oru mgbe a ga-ewe gị na police na custom, edigbo ha jụọ gị police, gụọ gị ebe isi. Na waya ka ị ga-elele, a ga-ajụ gị ebe isi ka ha mụrụta ka ama akị gị. But don't go na census na ha don't question na why ha na-ewepụkwa question ndị a na other documents ma passport gị edere gị mara gị bichi mara na ebichi. Orugo na census achọghị ide so that ka e were gị n'ọnụọgụ guzo ebe ọbụla ha nọ, n'ihi na ama na ụnụ nwa ndị na-agba, ndị na-efegharị ka ndị na-aga njem karịa ndị ọzọ. Onye chọrọ ịma ihe ya mara, onye na-achọkwara ịma nsogbu adịghị. Asị atọrọ mara ma atọrọ ofeko fere ichiche fere n'ọhịa. So ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ifere isi fere n'ọhịa, ọ dị gị n'aka. Mana ndị Igbo agbakwala m ama, ọbara onye Igbo ọbụla egbura dị m n'aka. Ọ bụrụ na ige ihe a iso tụsaa ya, ihe mee ndị Igbo, eluigwe ga-ajụkwa gị asị, Chukwu okike ga-ajụkwa gị asị, si ị nụrụ ozi ịgba ha ama ị ga-agba na were ihe onyonyo a tụsaa ya. Ba biko na-ayọkwa gị sonye ya na peji a ka nwee ike wee na-agbasara unu ozi. Igbo ruo ụlọ edozi ala Igbo. Biko unu ejile ozi ya wee gwu egwu. Oke, tutu ma mgba nwaghachi tata, anụrụ m ọgbakọ ha mere na ihe ha mere na Port Harcourt, Rivers State, dịka alụchara agha. Ihe ndị ha kpọrọ abandoned property, ụlọ ndị Igbo n'ala ndị Igbo akpọ ya abandoned property. Ọhịa ka a chọrọ ime na Lagos. Ha chọrọ ime na-ewe ebugudu na nyegudu na nsogbu, unu hapụ ihe unu na-alọta. And nke ọbụla hapụrụ alọta, ha sọ abandoned property. Ha si that na ha dị very happy na ejile ndị Igbo develop ala ha. Nke a general meeting ha mee ma ndị Hausa ma ndị Yoruba socha mee nka ji develop ala ha. Na mgbe na-adịghị anya ha ga-eme achọwa ụzọ ha ga-esi ime unu ka hapụrụ ha ala ha, ka ha were ezi property unu niile kpọọ ya abandoned property. Onye chọrọ ịnụ ya nọrọ ka m kwụsịgodo ebe a. Anyị nwabụ ndị Igbo ụlọ nọ na-eme nzukọ anyị n'ike. Anyị na-agaga proses irejista organization anyị ka nwee ike dewe leta, chiwe ozi, mewe press release megide ihe a na-eme ndị Igbo karịsịa onye eze ahụ eji. Anyị kwesịrị ka aga kwuo okwu n'isi ya ka a kpọpụta ya. gịnị ka o kwuru na a ga-akpọta ESN ọgbata ga-akpọta but somebody say na a ga-egbu ndị Igbo na election egbuo ndị Igbo megide ha na election onwe akpọ ya asa ya egwuregwu ahapụ ya mbụ oluọma ka nso olumo Tinubu na onwe ya kwuru okwu na Yoruba tere na ndị Igbo onwe bụ onye kpere interrogate ọmụmmenọdụ eze ha ọba nye ndị Igbo na a ga-eme ndị Igbo ike ma ọ na-ha votu onye ha chọrọ onwe onye mere arrest but onye Igbo just kwuo okwu si na ụnụ dị iche na anyị ga-akwata ọgwụlekwe so o doro anya na ndị Igbo abụghị ndị Naijiria ndị ọhaneze ndị Igbo in fact ọhaneze ndị Igbo zere na ọhaneze ndị Igbo ka I repeat ndị Igbo zere na ọhaneze ndị Igbo zere na ọhaneze ndị Igbo before ha mebila ụnụ otu aka ọha m n'ọnụ onye nwere ntị ya nụrụ ndewonu ma ekpere m na-ekpe n'isi gị Chineke ekwela ka ị kwụọ aka tiere ọkụkọ akị ya dịrị m na mma Igbo ruo ụlọ
ndewo rinne ndewo
And we call on Chukwu Okike Abiyama to keep you up. Yeah.
This is a warning from the unknown and ESN for you to know that your enemy has a way of killing you.
We the masses, we are praying. We pray for ESN.
We pray for John Nnamdi too.
And we pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. We pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. We pray that soon enough.
Now listen, the uncommon and the ESN had wonders of a vigilante groups over the issue allegedly that you're working hand in hand with Nigerian police, army, DSS and Navy, with the electoral and the full level P1 and P1 to understand your enemy has a way of killing you. Don't let them suffer the evil they have caused to the masses. How can no man be killed? And you said don't about this, stop walking, thinking, listening, and that you touching for them.
We are praying. We pray for ESN.
We pray for John Nnamdi too.
And we pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. Pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. Pray that soon enough.
Again and again, with the massive praying for ESN and unknown. For the heavenly assignment, when the wish to see Biafra, please direct this warning to all your members and be very careful of the killers in the southeast. How can no man be killed, accused and the jail, and you say you don't know about it? Vigilante group should come and address the masses. How can no man be killed, and you say don't know about it? How can no man be accused, and you say don't know about it? How can no man be jailed, and you say don't know about to be one and be wise to understand your enemy has a way of killing you. We demand a prayer for the ESN and unknown.
We pray for ESN.
We pray for John Nnamdi too.
And we pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. We pray that soon enough.
Very soon enough.
We shall see Biafra, 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 Biafra. We pray that soon enough.
Mr. Odinkemma on the microphone, agitating for the restoration of Biafra. Yeah. Respect.